Well, what's up, you two and I? Welcome to the CovrPrice Comic Book Shakers of the Week. If I have a slight speech impediment, I just got my new Invisalign, so they're getting
that spit in there.
Adjusted to. So, good Lord, those things.
We'll be talking about comic books today.
No, we're just going to talk about dental health today. You know, it floss and brush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's very important. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in live chat. Sorry, we were running late. Like I said, I had dental issues. I had work issues. I had just issues in general. I mean, it's just one of those things, man. So while you guys are congregating, you know, you have to do it, right?
Freestyle Friday, baby.
Yeah, Freestyle Friday, baby. And you know, Halloween is over, so back to the grind, man. Let's do it. Let's see Freestyle Friday. See what we do for you. Booyah.
The baddest on the microphone apparatus is here. When I rock a rhyme, often eyes are dropping a tear. It's so beautiful, it's America's landscapes when this man makes lyrics like the syrups that you pour upon your pancakes. My mandate is to grip minds like a handshake. Spit Orlando Lakes and go skinny dip with the fan base. Over any damn breakbeat, I hastily make pastries tastier than anything that Wolfgang makes. So take notes out of suckers, I make coats, lump of some like Bubba Gump, fishing on lake boats. I take jokes and turn the comedy into drama. I'm bagging on your mama, I'm Jeffrey Dahmer behind ya. I'm a rhyme writer, lock stock, smoking the ganja. Rebuttals befuddle, leaving a puddle of saliva, sillies. You couldn't handle Randall when I throw my grammar at you. It hit your head and you would think I threw a hammer at you. I point the camera at you like Herb Ritz. Develop it, then use the pictures to pick up bird shits. You're nervous as the impervious wordsmiths hanging out in Rafa's new crib come with the verses.
Every time, dude, I see something new or I hear a different lyric in that rhymes. He's so good. He's wasting his talents as an actor.
Yeah. Have you
I
seen
love Fresh Off the Boat, though. That's such a good show.
Blockbuster? Have you seen that?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, it's great. It's the show about the last Blockbuster.
That show. Okay, I want to check that out because it has
it's on Netflix. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Laura, you know Lucy pretty well. I
Yeah.
would say during the freestyle era, I bet Lucy had big hair.
I did too.
Right?
Lucy
I mean,
still has big hair, glorious curls. That's
no,
her
but
look.
in the 80s, it was like, they had it. We call them hair bears,
A lot of
the
Aquafina going on.
yeah.
I'll get a
Oh,
picture and we'll show it on the next Near Nirvana. Lucy, you heard him. We need a picture of your big hair from the 80s.
I need to see how much mousse you used to use. Remember mousse?
all right, boys. We're sorry we're running late, but what else you got to do? Thursday night football. Anyway,
Sparks ball.
this show was brought to you from our friends over at CovrPrice.com. Go over there, sign up for a 2-week free trial or $6.99 a month for what the same price is? A McRib. That's right. The show is also sponsored by our good friends over at Bird City Comics. Use discount code of LOTLB to get 15% off anything in the Bird City Comics store. Damn it. I'm going to show the drop later on while we're doing it. I forgot to put it in here, but it's pretty dope. You guys are going to like it. And we got some exciting things coming up in the very, very near future, I would say.
That we do.
Yeah. Synergy, man. It's great. It's great. It's great to partner up with good people. So let's get right to it, boys and girls. This is the Cover Price Comic Book Shakers of the Week, where we look at big sales or interesting sales. And this list, I can say, is rather interesting. Maybe 2 out of the list. If you get more than 5, I need proof of life. Straight up, right? Straight up. All right. What do we got for the first one?
All right, first one's a great book here. I remember this right at Disneyland. So we're talking about this is Captain EO. This is the 3D #1 from Eclipse Comics back in 1987. Talk about hair. Look at how that Jerry curl's getting your book all messed up already. If you were a child of the 80s, Michael Jackson's Captain EO was a must-watch at Disneyland, starring Michael Jackson. It was written by George Lucas and directed by Francis Ford Coppola. That's a powerful lineup for even today's standards. It wasn't cheap either, costing $30 million for a 17-minute film. It ran across all Disney parks from 1986 till 1998, with a short re-release upon Michael Jackson's death in 2010. Its 3D short film was actually considered to be the first 4D experience, a name not known back then, as it enhanced the 3D effects with synthesized in-theater lasers, smoke, and lights. For most audience members, it was their first in-theater experience with 3D, a concept that's still very popular today. This comic book adaptation features its 3D version, replicating the feel of the Disney experience, and features only 2 9.8s on this CGC census. One of those copies sold this week for a new high of $1,100. Some books must be falling in price, but nostalgia-based sales are still flying high. $1,100 for this book. Congratulations to the seller. Like, good job on getting rid of that for that.
Yeah,
wow.
Geez, yeah, Captain EO. That was, Gabe, you and I probably remember this. Laura,
I remember this. I was born
okay,
before. I remember this very. This was
I
like
grew up down the
magic.
street from Disneyland as a kid in Anaheim. I used to go all the time and see this thing. It was
there was a long form video too, if I recall correctly, for Captain EO. Even going back to when they did the Jacksons, and they did that weird kind of thing. They always did this kind of cool stuff. But Captain EO 3D issue #1. Wow. $1,100 for a 9.8. Jesus, this is a ghost. Whoever found this, get ready for another ghost.
Yeah, the chat's at 0 so far, so let's try with a bronze one. We got Comic Reader 129 from 1973. Nova has been teased about appearing in the MCU for the last several years and was supposedly set to appear in Avengers Infinity War before being scrapped. Rumors have been circulating that the Cosmic Hero will have a special one-shot show similar to the Werewolf by Night Halloween special. The comic reader was a fanzine created by Jerry Bales that focused on comic book industry news, reviews, and comic strips. It started to attract big-name cover artists as the fanzine got more popular. People have been valuing preview issues for quite some time, and this issue contains a preview of Nova presenting him front and center on the cover of the issue. We've only recorded a handful of sales on this book, of which 5 graded sales have been this year. This week, a graded 9.6 sold for an all-time high of $1,100 on October 28th. It's time for fanzines to soar into the galaxy.
Yeah, so do you remember we talked about it probably like 2 or 3 months ago, and they talked about the first appearance of Nova, and what was it, Marv Wolfman, who said that, you know, it's not, he did it in his own little fanzine before it came to Marvel, and I believe he was called Black Nova at the time, or something along those lines. And that one is really, really, I mean, this is impossible to find.
He took Marvel to court over that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can't wait for Nova. You know what? I'm thinking Nova is going to get one of those Disney Plus specials, not a series. You know, to introduce them, you know, just 1 hour special. Here's Nova, you know, Sam Alexander and Dick Ryder, you know, I mean, you know, why not? So comic reader number 129 from Street Enterprises, 1973. Who found this? $1,100 for a 9.6. Must have been guy had to been an auction or eBay sale or something like this, because, you know, whenever you see something like an even number like that, or you know it tells me that, you know, they bought it, like buy it now or something like that, or some weird thing. But there we go. All right, what we got next?
Coming up next, number 3 on the Shakers list.
Good luck with this.
Yeah. Gobbledygook number 1 from Mirage Comics, 1986. Now, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are one of the most famous publications of all time. Everyone knows this, but what many don't know is that the Ninja Turtles made a subtle appearance as an advertisement on the back cover of the original Gobbledygook. Released prior to TMNT, Gobbledygook was Xeroxed, hand-folded, and stapled released by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Copies are incredibly rare, with a reported 50 being produced and fetched sizable amounts of money. However, with some success under their belt and a little gumption, they released an quote-unquote official version 2 years later. Still a super cool early depiction of the Turtles, Gobbledygook number 1 saw a new high sell of $435 for a CGC 9.8. When not 8 days prior, it hit a high sell, although not the highest, for $235. There is a lot to be a fan of here, whether it be the fledgling Mirage Studios, their first title in Gobbledygook, the great Eastman and Laird tandem, or the Turtles. One such fan depicted enough was enough, adding this piece of comic book history, and name at least, to their personal collection.
Wow.
$435, I don't think is bad for a 9.8 for something like that. That's cool. That's, yeah, I mean, basic 9.8s for something like this is usually like $1,000 easy. So $435, go for it. That's great.
Yeah. Somebody has 2 out of 3 already. So a lot of offers, but let me highlight that guy.
I need 2. That's a proof of life thing. If you got these fanzines and stuff like
poor
that,
man's comics, man. If you have 2 or 3 in the live chat, tell us which 2 of the 3 that you have, and then we'll, you know, proof of life, and then maybe we'll give you something, like a Marvel Nova prize. It's in the mail already, actually. So there you go. Gobbledygook, number 1 from Mirage Studios, 1986. The good old days of comic books. I lament. All right, let's get down into the next one. I lost track here. Here's another cool book.
Yeah, this is a neat one. Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, number 1. This came out in 1993 by Topps. It's written by Nick Richardson. Halloween is a favorite time of year for many. Horror franchises tend to see a rise in popularity during the lead up to the holiday, which is only natural as one can't walk 5 feet without spotting an impersonation of some of the greats. Now, great status extends to a certain few, like Freddy, Michael Myers, Pinhead, and our subject of this book, our homeboy Jason. Published by Topps, this book was a companion piece to the movie of the same name and features the first full appearance of Jason in comics. Friday the 13th has a massive following, with fans getting into the spirit by marathoning the Friday films every year. The recent news of that the Peacock has given a straight-to-series order to a Friday the 13th prequel, currently titled Crystal Lake, helped a CGC 9.8 hit a new high of $600, beating the last sale of $260 for a 9.8 in September of 2021. It also helps that this sports a better cover than the DVD art. With only 3 of that grade on the CGC census, one wonders if fans of Jason could push this book to heights if another comes to the market. The DVD has that little weird snake, right? Or that little weird creature on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I
You
only
know
watched
what's
bits and pieces
a lot
4 or
of
5
people
weeks.
don't know that Jason doesn't even appear till Halloween or
Friday the 13th 2. Or
yeah, part 2. Yeah, because his mom is the one that's doing all the damage in part 1, and then at the very end you see kind of this mangled creature. But then, in part 2, he goes full on slasher, and that's, starting the whole slasher thing. I don't want to talk about Halloween Ends again anymore because I'm glad it ended. That was an apropos title, Halloween Ends, because that was awful, just awful. But I guess it has to end eventually. I mean, it's been around forever, Jesus. But Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday, issue 1. Man, remember Topps Comics? Man, jeez. I'm telling you, in the 90s, early 90s, man, there were so many publishers. It was like, Topps, Valiant, name them all. I mean, there were tons, but and now they're starting to come out because the little indie publishers. So, and then online sales and all that stuff. So you're getting all kinds of weird books now. But this one, wow, good luck finding this one. But
especially in a 9.8, an
$600.
all black cover like that. Come on,
Oh man, I know
that's impressive.
And we have this
Really
list oddly has a lot of black covers as I segue into the next one.
Oh yeah, another great book here. New X-Men number 133, Marvel Comics 2002. Now, this isn't an all-time high. This book hit $600 in April of 2021. I had to take a pause at that and make sure I was reading that right. $600. At the time, the sale felt like an outlier sale purchased by an eager buyer. Yet this week's sale of $516 supports it and makes this a fantastic gap book. Near mint copies sell for around $20, though, due to the all-black cover. A high-grade condition is very rare. There are 141 copies of New X-Men 133 on the CGC census, and only 43 are blue label 9.8s. The most common grade is a 9.6, giving those 9.8s a big premium. Books like these present fantastic opportunities for those able to find high-grade copies.
Wow. Is that a first who is the first appearance of somebody or what's
I was going to ask, I forget my my Grant
First
Morrison
appearance
X-Men
of Dust.
Dust. Oh,
Yes, first appearance of Dust.
Dust?
Soraya. Am I saying that right? Soraya Quadier?
Sure, why not?
I think I said it right. I think
Interesting.
That's perfect, right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, there's a lot of
Sounds good
first
to me.
appearances in this run, but I didn't realize that this was like a $600 book. It's crazy town.
Yeah. So New X-Men number 133 direct edition from 2002. Fair market value of $516. Somebody bought a raw dog for $516. Yet another black cover. So we're halfway through the list, boys and girls. So let's hear from our sponsor, My Slabs. Tired of paying 10, 15, 20% or more? Join the 1% revolution.
The platform designed by collectors for collectors just got even better. MySlabs.com is proud to now feature dedicated sections for both raw cards and raw comic books. Browse over 100,000 slab collectibles, authenticated by the industry's most trusted grading companies. Then check out a massive selection of sealed wax and now raw singles and raw lots. Join a passionate, no-nonsense community of nearly 50,000 members and enjoy some of the best buyer and seller protection in the business. And as always, My Slabs offers one of the most disruptive pricing models in the hobby, with seller fees as low as only 1%. So the next time you're forced to pay 10%, 20% or more to sell something from your collection, head over to MySlabs.com, the low-fee marketplace, by collectors, for collectors.
And I want to show you, this is the drop from Bird City Comics coming out Friday at 9 Eastern, or 9 Pacific.
9 Eastern.
9 Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. 8 Billion Genies, number 7, with the Ant is a genius with the what is that black, what do they call that thing? The slip cover.
We're calling them slip cases
for the cartridge.
The slip cover cartridge. It's awesome. I have one and I think it's really cool. And you know,
does it come with the dust cover, or what is that?
No, it goes it wraps. I'll let Laura explain it.
Okay.
It literally just slides on top of the comic, so you can, like the last one we did. Not all of them had it. This one, every single one will have one. And then we're only going to do this probably one more time. We want to keep the slipcases really limited. So I would definitely grab them while you can.
Yeah. And then other people are starting to try to steal Ant's ideas. So
that's part of the good, though.
Yeah. Hey,
imitation flattery, right?
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away a free copy of this for the viewers of this live show. So so stick around, don't go away. We're gonna pull a user from the live chat, and you're gonna get this. And if you've been following 8 Billion Genies, you know this book fetches big bones. Okay, big bones. So stick around. We're gonna give away 8 Billion Genies, number 7. I just got to figure out how to do it. I think there's a way of doing it.
Don't you have the giveaway option on StreamYard? Do you have that?
Yeah, you can just have it collect anybody that makes a comment. So as long as somebody makes a comment, we could go off of that.
In StreamYard?
Yeah, there's a way to do. I do it on Omni Bros. There's a way to do it, and you can just set it up where they do hashtag, I don't know, hashtag a word or whatever, and whoever comments that, the system will put them into basically a lottery system, and then you can click go, and it will randomly pick somebody who did that comment in the chat
inside StreamYard.
Yeah, so do streamyard.com/giveaway, and then it should pull up, and you select the current stream that we're in, and then you can decide what you want the word to be.
Okay, Laura, PM me the link in the StreamYard so that I can do it, because
it's so much easier than any other way of doing it. So yeah,
I will try to. I'm not sure if I have access because I'm not an admin. Well, no, wait, I am an admin. Let me see. See what I can do.
All right. Okay. All right. So there you go. 8 Billion Genies drops on Friday, boys and girls. Don't miss out. One time it sold out in 6 minutes. So don't miss out. Don't have FOMO. All right. So we go from New X-Men number 133 Director Edition to...
Okay, so now we got Marvel Previews issue number 51 from 2007. It's official. The Red Hulk was officially name-checked in the last episode of Disney's She-Hulk. There has been some rampant speculation on the recasting and which character will actually be the Red Hulk and if it will be General Ross or not. This is another popular preview magazine, which joins the ranks of previews number 94 and 95. This issue is purported to be the first cover appearance of Red Hulk. A graded 9.8 sold for $650, while a 9.6 sold for $150. Raw copies are averaging about $30 if you can find them. What do you guys think?
Oh.
First appearance Red Hulk?
Yeah, I mean, this is like, the whole,
Miles Morales one.
Yeah, it's a preview as opposed to an actual, in character comic. So, but people are feeling Red Hulk. I mean, I'm really curious to see, like, Harrison Ford as Red Hulk, if in fact he is Red Hulk.
I was gonna say, was that confirmed or no?
He is. He's going to be playing Thunderbolt Ross, and comics Thunderbolt Ross becomes Red Hulk. So it'd be interesting to see. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry.
For like a 12-year-old book or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So Marvel Previews issue number 51 from 2007, 9.8 sold for $650. People are specking on that Red Hulk. All right. Finally, I got on the board.
This is one of mine and Tim's kind of favorite eras of things. This is Strange Tales 178, 1997. I'm sorry, 1975 from Marvel Comics. It's been over a year since we last saw Savage Tales 179 on our Shakers list. At that time, the speculation was related to the subsequently poorly received Eternals MCU film and Pip the Troll. Pip did ultimately appear in the film in the post-credits scene, voiced by Patton Oswalt, introducing Star Fox, played by Harry Styles. The decision to include the troll was apparently made towards the end of production, which in turn made things challenging for the film's VFX team. After the Eternals film was released, we saw this issue dip in value over the subsequent months. Now, all the interest for this book is related to Warlock making his MCU debut, played by Will Poulter. Strange Tales 179 features the first appearance of Pip the Troll, who was born into royalty, becoming a troll after drinking mutagenic ale provided to him by a group of Laxadaisian trolls. After being exiled, he was captured and placed onto a ship where he met Adam Warlock. Both they and many others are captives of Autocasus of the Black Knights. Warlock defeats Autoloxus and is joined by Pip in his escape. With Pip being closely tied to Warlock, who knows where this might go related to the MCU? Although only rumors persist regarding Pip related to new projects, we have seen nice sales of Strange Tales 179. In October 2021, we saw a CGC 9.8 sell for $1,275. A year later, that same book sold for just shy of $1,800. Raw copies are still very affordable. This might be the time again to grab yourself a copy.
This Warlock and this whole era is really kooky because it's like
it was Jim Starlin on like hardcore drugs this entire time.
Exactly. It was Jim Starlin on acid. It was like some really trippy storytelling with Warlock and going off.
His artwork is like right out of it's like Steve Ditko-esque, just super psychedelic stuff in here too. It's great.
Yeah. I have my did I slab mine? Because I know I have it because I got all the Warlock books when I first heard that Warlock was coming, so I was like, plus Strange Tales. I love Strange Tales, the entire run of Strange Tales. So yeah, man. And I would also say look for the first appearance or first meeting of Pip the Troll and Star Fox, because I think that book also I forgot what issue it's a Warlock book. I forgot the number, but I think that's another book that could gain some heat depending on what happens. But obviously, they're gonna be together.
Anything Warlock is gonna blow up soon. Like,
oh yeah,
this whole series, like his own series, when that comes out, Warlock and Infinity Watch, stuff like that. So it's great.
Look at you guys fanboying over there with your Warlock.
Dude, Warlock is great. Look at his little
Yes.
skimpy shorts and stuff. Like you got to be a man's man and have some. And you don't skip leg day if you're going to wear little shorty shorts like that. So you know.
I expect some
man.
cosplays out of you guys. Then I want to see this. One of you be Pit the Troll.
Nah, not me.
I'm too
man.
tall.
Yeah.
So Tim, he's taller than I am.
Yeah. So I mean,
I've heard that he's like 10 feet tall, right? Sorry.
No, I'm 6'4".
Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
6'4".
6'4".
Yeah, and I'm 6'2".
Shout-
So
Shout out to Manimal, who still hates me because I'm taller than him. Strange Tales issue 179 from 1975. Cool. That's definitely an eBay auction right there. 1,781. Maybe Heritage, but I would say it's an eBay auction. 9.8 for 1781. I think that this book is gonna grow even more. So
somebody bid 1780 on it and lost at the last second. Just hated himself for it.
I hate that. All right, let's get ready for another offer.
Oh, where's Bird City at? I hope he's watching. This is one of his favorites. Okay, Street Sharks #1, The Newsstand from 1996, published by Archie. Where's our children of the 90s? Street Sharks was an animated series about crime fighting half man, half shark that aired from 1994 to 1997. Ended too soon. The show was a huge success and featured an equally successful toy line at Mattel. While children of the 80s had He-Man, G.I. Joe, and Thundercats, 90s kids had Power Rangers and Street Sharks. So it makes sense that the nostalgic collectors are dropping $100 on this newsstand of their first comic appearance. That price was a new high sale for the Sharks. While CGC doesn't currently distinguish between newsstand and direct edition, there are still only 13 copies in total on the CGC census. Most are likely the direct edition. A high-grade newsstand will surely sink its teeth into some big prices when a graded copy ever hits the market. You guys remember this, right? You watched the show?
I love this book. I love this series. I have the entire animated series on DVD. Like I had all the toys. Like this is such a good. I might have this book. I know I have. I've been on a big 90s comic or 90s cartoon kick on comics. So I was getting like Biker Mice from Mars and Arthur Knights at a Round Table, Street Sharks, things like that. So I might have this. I'm going to look it up and double check.
Yeah, 1996 was a blur for me. I was straight up partying hardcore. So, but I definitely don't have this. But I remember off on a tangent here, but Gargoyles is coming back, and that was one of the best animated series ever because it was pretty serious in tone, right? When you think about it.
They had some serious storylines, like stuff about them finding a gun and what to do with guns, and there's a lot of great stuff with Gargoyles.
Yeah. I hope
Goliath's voice, man. I could just fall asleep listening to Goliath talk.
Oh, Keith David, you could just watch Spawn too and do it that way.
Yeah,
I could.
And the animation was really good too for Gargoyles. So hopefully they bring it back, man. So there you go. Street Sharks #1 newsstand edition. Newsstand from Archie Comics from 1996. $100 for a raw dog. All right, here's a interesting book.
This is a cool one too. Walking Dead 100, everybody's favorite issue 100. But this is the Hero Initiative blank cover. Image Comics 2012. The Walking Dead 100 Hero Initiative blank was created in order to raise funds for comic book creators in need of financial support. The blanks were sent to 100 different artists and creators to be auctioned off. All the covers have been seen here on CovrPrice. Unfortunately, an unknown amount of these were quote unquote stolen and have rarely came up for sale. We've only recorded 2 sales of this book since 2018, and this week, a raw copy sold for an astounding $2,515 on October 27th. Even though the popularity of the Walking Dead TV series may be waning, the rarity of this book is what's keeping the prices thriving.
All right, Poor Man's Comics. We need proof of life, man. 609. I mean, you're killing it. So proof of life. Come on now. Proof of life, and I'll give you a year's supply of McRibs starting in January.
Wait, Tiva, why does it say quote unquote stolen? What I don't know the backstory here.
I don't know actually, to be honest with you. I mean, I know the biggest controversy of Walking Dead blank covers was, I think it was a Walking Dead, was Negan bashing in the head of Stan Lee. I don't know if you guys remember that story. I think do you remember that, Gabe?
Yeah, it was a one that got graded, and then CGC didn't want it on the market anymore, so they apparently bought it back and quote unquote destroyed it. Right?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Hmm.
From the people I know that were involved with it, they said it was not destroyed. Somebody still has it, but obviously they didn't want, how you gonna bash in Stanley's head? Come on now, and it was a sketch cover that somebody did. It was Negan like bashing in Stanley's head, and it caused a furor. I mean, people were just livid, and CGC had to had to go back and retrack and do all kinds of stuff. And the guy who bought it, apparently CGC said, "Hey, we'll give you X amount of dollars to give it back to us or to destroy it." There's no really proof of that. Maybe in 20 years from now, it'll pop up for auction. That's what I think. So all right. So Walking Dead number 100, the Hero Initiative blank from 2012. Wow. 2015,
For a
$2,500
raw copy too. Like,
yeah,
that's brave to spend that kind of money on a raw book.
for a blank.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right,
Those
last
webcams
one on the
get
list.
so stuffed up.
Especially
Yeah,
considering none of that money is going to the Hero Initiative. Like the
Well,
idea
that's
was
good.
behind all of this too. That's
Exactly.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Last one on the list, but don't go away. We're gonna see what's shaking today and stay in the live chat because we're gonna give away this
8 Billion
Boom.
Genies number 7. This is the Trish Forstner Mario
Yes.
homage by Bird City Comics with the slipcover.
That's right. So make sure
I agree. The little radish there with the face is the cutest thing ever. That was
Oh yeah, we were talking about before the show. That's like my favorite part of this cover.
Yeah. So don't go away because we're gonna be picking a winner from somebody in the live chat. So if you're watching this on Rewind, sorry, Charlie. All right. Last one on the list. Another one of me and Gabe's favorites. What do we got?
And I put the link in the private chat for you too, TiVo, to have.
Yeah,
to
I
get the
got it.
giveaway.
Thanks.
All right. Wizard number 1, San Diego Comic-Con from 1991 by Wizard Entertainment. We've covered Wizard plenty, so we'll keep this short. A CGC 9.8 of the San Diego Comic-Con edition sold for a massive $7,500 this week. In comparison, the last CGC 9.8 sold for $799 in September of 2020. We knew folks were heavy into collecting this first issue, but this is quite the jump. While the sale went through, will this be the new norm or just that crazy outlier high from 2022? I don't know what to say about this. This is insane.
That is nuts. I mean, is it just the Todd McFarlane hype of the signing that's going on with CGC or what? But 75, I get it. I know this is because me and T-Vol, we love Wizard, and I love it so much too. And
I have
a
Wizard
regular
number 1,
version
but
of number
I don't know.
one.
But yeah, I have the regular edition. Unfortunately, I don't have the San Diego Comic-Con version because what's the difference? I think it has
It's that San Diego Comic-Con logo
right there on the cover. Yeah, but
they gave these out. They came out first too. This is when it was first launched. Was at San Diego Comic-Con. So these were like the first prints.
Yeah, but
that jump is insane. That's not like a small increase. You're looking at thousands.
I mean, it's
100 times more. Yeah, it's nuts.
I think it's a nostalgia buy as well as people with people who grew up with when they were maybe younger and now they have disposable income and they're just like, hey, I'm gonna buy this, and they're like, fuck it, it's Halloween, I'm gonna go crazy. So this is what we're gonna do.
This is what happens when you drink and go on eBay.
Yeah. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to give away a copy of the 8 Billion Genies. Toward the end of the show, but you need to leave this as a comment, #Bird City, right? And then we'll pick a random winner and you will get a copy of this. And trust me, the last, I mean, there was Raw Dog selling for like 300 on some 8 Billion Genies book. And I can't wait till you guys see 8 Billion Genies number 8. I'm bursting at the gills, as they say. So let's go see what's shaking today.
Seams bursting at the gills.
Yeah, is that right? Is that the gills? I don't know. It's
that poor fish. Yeah,
I know. What is happening?
Old man reference right there. Sorry.
Bursting at the gills. All right.
Yeah. Interesting conversation.
All right, there, Grandpa. Tell us about when the talkies first came out.
Oh boy, let me tell you, man, it was black and white, and people would just talk Nosferatu. Oh boy, that was scary, but I didn't know what they were saying. They didn't say anything though, and
the piano player was playing too loud.
Yeah, the organ player. We were just talking about that, like El Capitan Theater in LA is one of the few theaters that actually still has a organ. If old time movie theaters, they used to have an organ that played during the movies. God damn, I'm aging myself. But,
what?
Well, you never went to one of those, Tim. That's not a real thing. That was.
I actually went to
Chaplin stuff.
Yeah, I actually went to El Capitan to see a 4D of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm jealous.
So what happens at 4D is like, they throw fake snow at you and all this other stuff around you. It's really cool if you ever get to El Capitan Theater in, and that's where Marvel does all their premieres as well as at El Capitan. As I digress here, that's seamlessly transition into the Shakers list. Remember, leave the hashtag of Bird City. I see a lot of people doing it. Good for you. Don't miss out. Okay. It says,
good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck. You guys deserve it because you guys are sticking with us. So let's see what's shaking today, boys and girls, on the CovrPrice Shakers. As soon as I always say seamless, but it's never quite
seamless.
Yeah, it never quite seems to be seamless, but whoa, there you go. Hey, let's see what's shaking today, boys and girls. This is CovrPrice. This is the CovrPrice Top 10 that we cover every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific that Laura is also part of. Laura is officially a lady of the long box.
God, that never gets old. I love hearing that. That just sounds so good.
Yes, my lady. Weekly movers, which are most units sold, but we're here to see what's shaking, which is the highest values or interesting values. So let's go see.
Just that Poison Ivy's already sticking out. It's a 59% increase, it said.
A Raw Dog for $2,000. Wow.
That's a weird book too, because that I've sold and bought many copies of that book in my time, and the prices are always all over the place. There's really no consistent price, and then that poster's always missing too.
Well, this is interesting.
I have the pinup, Gabe.
There you go. Good job.
First appearance of Tarantula, second appearance of the Punisher, cameo on the last page. Look at that, from Amazing Spider-Man number 134. Always love that cover. Yeah, that sold for 9.8, sold for $1,300. Look at that. There's
someone specking on that.
Yeah.
Tarantula love.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I got one of these. I would tell you my story about this, but then I would have to invoke the name of somebody that I hate. So I won't. All different X-Men, number 94.
Started with Chris Claremont.
Yep. First appearance of new team title. Second appearance of Colossus, Nightcrawler, Storm, Thunderbird. Third appearance of Wolverine. Chris Claremont was actually part of CGC 7.5, sold for $1,000. Not bad at all. I think I have an 8.0. So yeah, but I think once Feige does the X-Men stuff, all those X-Men books are just gonna go through,
unobtainable at that point.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's look at. We like looking at kooky things, right? Strange Adventures number 46 from DC. Look at that.
That's cool.
A flying saucer.
The most baffling secret of all.
1954, and they got an 8.0. That's pretty damn good to get an 8.0 from a book from 1954.
Is this before that became like a superhero book then? Because that's just like a random like space invasion comic, it seems like.
Yeah, because in the 50s there was a lot of like UFOs,
yeah,
and, things like
I think
that.
even before that it was an Adam Strange like adventure book too.
Yeah, Adam Strange is always a weird character to me.
You gotta click on Wonder Woman to see if she's still watching. That's her favorite.
Oh yeah, this one is really weird.
Number 23. Oh, look at the all black cover. That is
1947.
Nuts.
Wow. Wonder Woman number 23 from 1947.
Oh, and they're watching that movie. What's that movie when the girl jumps off the diving board with the horse? Come on, guys.
What the fuck?
I think either she's blind. Yeah, I think she's blind, but she like learns to ride a horse and she jumps off this.
Is that a horse or is that like a mutated raccoon? Or
all right, now that I'm
really.
looking at it, it's definitely like a kangaroo.
Yeah,
It looks like a horse at first, so completely
call it-
disregard.
I don't think that's a real animal. There's something weird about it.
it's a kangaroo horse. Is what we're gonna
It's
do.
a horsearoo.
Yeah, a horseroo. There you go. Here we go.
Wild hearts can't be broken. Sorry. Okay, continue.
Black Panther issue number 3, the first appearance of Tosin. I won't give out any spoilers, but the spoilers are out there if you want to know. So just know this has something to do with Wakanda Forever. I'm not going to spoil it, but I think I just kind of did spoil it. But yeah, 750 for 9.8 in yesterday. Wow. This book is going to jump big time after the movie.
Finally, everybody's been beaten up about that book forever.
This
is a great book too. This is just
I love this.
Yeah, this is a hidden book that nobody cares about until probably just recently. First,
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yep, old school costume too. First appearance of Captain Marvel of the Kree, $700 for 9.2. This is for you got this. This is like the de facto like Kree uniform back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they all were wearing it then. Yeah.
Hopefully they bring back.
He's a white Kree or a pink Kree as opposed to like a blue Kree.
A blue Kree, yeah. Hopefully they bring. We get some type of Marvel character. You know what I mean? That would be dope.
I hope we get some Genevieve.
Oh yeah, or Philavel.
Oh, I have the Strange 205, the Strange Adventures. I own that.
I want to get a copy of that.
I had one and I sold it. I was like,
mine's in pretty solid condition too. I need to get it graded.
This is a Neil Adams book, right?
I do believe so. First appearance of Dead Man.
I think DC keys are really just underappreciated, and I think that's going to change.
You sound just like Anthony. He always.
Well, it's because they don't make any movies about characters. I mean, it's maybe hopefully James.
And I got my own opinions about that kind of stuff.
Coming to DC. They're gonna start competing a little bit more. I think I can feel it.
Yeah, hopefully, because James Gunn will bring some light, literally, because sometimes some of the other movies were somewhat dark, but it's James Gunn is proven himself to be, he knows comic books, so he's going to be heading up the DC comic movie universe. So we shall see. Now it's just called the DCU. So that's called the DC EU anymore. He said this DCU. Why not? Right? Haven't seen this
12
book.
Still, yeah, I haven't seen this in a while either.
This is the
crazy.
foil cover, though, right?
Yeah.
The
NC Oak City. Where the fuck is Oak City Comic Con? North Carolina, I would assume. NC. I don't know, man. Reprints first appearance of The Batman Who Laughs. 9.9.
Remember when he was like the biggest thing ever, and everybody was
oh my god, it was all over the place.
Batman Who Laughs. Yeah,
but then they just did it to death. Batman Who Laughs, the Joker Who Laughs. It was just come on. It was.
And this is also one of those things where is his first appearance here? Is his first appearance in Metal? Like it's one of those kinds of things too. But I guess.
So 9.9, wow, for 600 bones. But it's a foil, so it's either high grade or not. Because you can't press
either a 9.8 or a 4.
Exactly. Yeah. You can't press it for anything. Here's another one. I have this run too.
Yeah,
This is a
I have
great
this.
book
This
too.
Captain Marvel stuff. Yeah.
First appearance of Eon, third appearance of Drax, fourth appearance of Thanos, second cover appearance of Thanos. Wow, they're going all over the place here. You see, and
This is
see
another
how,
great run. Like this Captain Marvel run, like I think it's
yeah,
like 26 or something when it really
through
changes over into like
34.
this.
Yeah,
It's great.
it's
stuff.
25. I think it's 25 maybe to 34. When I think when Starlin took over,
Right.
and did it. Now, well, let's look. We have the power of the internet at our disposal
Yeah,
here.
you'll see when he got that really cool costume and stuff. Yeah, because 26 is that one with Death on the cover.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's whack. Nobody wants this one.
Yeah, I think 25. I think you're right.
Yeah,
25 is the first one.
it started with 25. Yeah, it started with 25 right here, and that's the first appearance of Death on the cover right there. You kind of see her right there, barely, but she's there. But some argue it's first appearance of Death is in another book. Who's
that war book? I think that's a different Death though. But I know what you're saying. It's that that wartime book thing. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Let's go.
It's first appearance of Thanos too on the cover.
Well, Strange Tales. This Batman.
Thunderbolts. That book is always blowing up.
Yep.
So Todd McFarlane did he was at a signing at some convention. I think it's maybe New York. I don't know. Whatever. A recent. Well, it was Baltimore, I think. I don't know. But somebody came up to him and had the original art for the cover with him to get him to sign it for that.
Let's highlight this. Let's highlight this book just because it's only $500 now.
Oh
for
my
9.9.
God. That makes my stomach hurt.
Yeah.
No, just no.
I think
yeah.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
There's not much more you can say about this book. Right?
9.9. Somebody bought it for $516. I mean, you were
congrats to the seller. Congrats to the seller.
Exactly. Get out when you can. Look at this. Kanan. First appearance of Kanan, Ezra Bridger, Sabine Wren, and Zeb Barillas. Gotta love Star
I have no
Wars
idea what
names.
any of that means. That just looks gibberish to me.
Yeah. That's basically the characters from
those
the
aren't real
Rebels.
words.
Yeah. But this is cool. Damn. I rarely see this one because I was collecting these, but this is the Killian Plunkett 1 in 25 variant. Wow, look at that. 515 for 9.8. Sounds like a steal. I mean, I hope they give Kanan live action. Give him a Disney Plus special or series or whatever. I'm down for it, man.
Can you highlight that Shazam real quick, Tim?
Too. Huh?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was asking about that Shazam book. It's up one row where you just were. It's the first Black Adam in current time. I just love CC Beck. I love CC Beck art, and I just want to appreciate. I just love how he draws Captain Marvel with the little button eyes. It's the cutest thing.
It is cute. It's
from
adorable.
DC TV Comics back when there was a Shazam TV show when they used to travel around in an RV.
Captain Marvel was the first comic book character to ever get a live action anything. There's a serial out there, if anybody knows what a serial is, from like the 1940s, and it's super violent and crazy. It's great.
There was a Batman serial too, black and white. They used to, I think they used to show it like.
And he's driving like a normal car too in that one.
Yeah. It was
it's like dad let him borrow the car for the night.
They were like 10-15 minutes long, and they basically showed them before like a feature film in the theaters, the Batman serial. So you just Google it. It's a thing. Trust me. And you'll kind of crack up on the way it is. This book is interesting to me because of Agatha. This is the first appearance of Nicholas Scratch.
Well, they cast that person, that gentleman, as somebody in the Agatha series, and everybody's thinking it might be Wiccan. I'm thinking it might be Nick Scratch, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember the height of when WandaVision first came out? The spec on it was just all over the place, and because they were just throwing Easter eggs out left and right, and it was like, people were like, they didn't do it. I was like, you have nobody you have nobody to blame but yourself. They didn't say it was coming.
Everybody's
but he was-
short-sighted too. It's like, oh, it didn't show up this time. It's never going to happen again. Like with White Vision.
Exactly,
Oh,
yeah.
he just okay. Well, I got that book now, and nobody wants it anymore afterwards.
And they all
It's
sold
always
too
next
soon.
up.
Yeah.
Hey, I got 2 copies of this. I just boom, Moon Knight #1. This is volume 1.
Mephisto. Somebody in the chat said Mephisto. They invoking the word of Mephisto.
Yeah.
Another one.
First self-titled ongoing series, Origin of Moon Knight. First appearance of the Bushman and Khonshu. $450 for a 9.8. Man, right? Look at that. You have all of his kind of personalities on there. Well, besides Frenchie, but there's the mercenary, and then that's the billionaire or rich guy part of him. But
And the cab driver.
yeah, Frenchie, the cab driver.
Yeah, and it has a blonde and a red dress. So I know a couple of you out there are commenting on that. I collect those, Tivo. I don't know if you know that. Any book that has a
Really?
blonde and a red dress, that's like, yeah, that's my
There
thing.
you go.
Everybody's got their subset that they collect.
There you go. Well,
Exactly.
couldn't be a Shaker Show without some horror or mystery. So, House of Mystery, issue number 2 from 1952. Wow, you know what? That seems really like a good deal to me. $455 for a 7.0.
Yeah.
From a book from 1952.
Exactly.
That kind of a grade. That's a good mid-grade book.
Yeah. Look at this dude. Why are you mourning for me? I'm not dead. I can prove I'm not dead, Jane. Listen to me. I beg you. And the poor girl's like, oh, he's dead. And he's
Well, look at the
wearing
old
it.
man. I just found somebody's old sheet or curtain to wear.
Yeah. It almost looks like he's a British soldier. You know how they used to wear those weird shorts in World War II, the officers or whatever. I'm Lieutenant Governor Montgomery. Speaking of White Vision, there we go. We were talking about that earlier. Good to see Strange Academy getting some love. I'm 85% sure that there will be a Strange Academy Disney Plus series. I just think that it's perfect, right? It fits in that whole kind of Harry Potter as well as the world of Doctor Strange, and
Plus a bunch of first appearances and new characters.
Tons of first appearances, man.
And not just that, but this is the book that came out like the week when the shutdowns happened for the pandemic. So like
exactly.
a lot of people really hard to find for a long. It might still be, but most stores didn't get it. Stores were shutting down left and right at the time.
This is like one of the few I don't have. This one and the Breakfast Club homage is the ones that I don't have because I pull them all. But yeah, I meant first of all, Doyle Dormammu is the best name in comics, hands down. Find me a better name than Doyle Dormammu. I mean, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Here you
How
go.
about Dick Sprang, the artist? That's my favorite comic book name.
A little Adam Hughes. This book I know. My man, I first came upon this book that was probably bad phrasing. I knew about this book about my man the Doom is a YouTuber and Instagrammer as well, and he was showing these and he was saying, this is a hot book. This is the Dirty Pair Run from the Future, Adam Hughes from 2000, 410 for a 9.8. But all-time high was at 800. So you find these in a raw, definitely get them, man. This is because he was talking about this years ago. So be on the lookout. Oh, Kentucky, we like looking at quirky stuff on the Shaker Show.
The blonde, but not a red dress. So
I swear to God, every time I see this, I think it says Dairy Secrets. They're talking about how
get a little dyslexic.
Yeah, how to milk cows or some shit, but it's Diary Secrets.
Dairy Secrets. Oh, my stomach hurts. Lactose.
In this issue, my one little mistake, I couldn't give up my secret love. Is she a gigantus or something? I mean,
or are they all really small guys? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little weird, but she definitely looks like a beautiful pinup. I love that whole pinup era of comic covers. Yeah, good girl comic covers.
Yep.
Come on now. Come on now.
Look at that. Look at this. This is such a good row of books. Oh my God.
Weird Terror. Look at the sloping forehead in this dude.
That
Wow.
bloody like pipe he's got. All that for like a handful of change or cash.
1954. So this is pre-code
There's
horror.
pre-code. Yeah.
Yep. 366.
That's what you
for it.
invest in, right? That's what you spend your money on, right there.
Well,
Because these things are hard to
Like-
find. They're literally history, and I say it all the time, but it's these things had to survive through just
book
generations.
burnings,
Yeah,
and
book
people
burnings
throwing
and-
them away.
just in general. Like, I mean, this is kids or whomever, you read it, you fold it up and put it in your back pocket. You use it as a coaster. Like, these are just magazines for people, right? They weren't anywhere near being collectible or having bags and boards or any of that stuff, right? And then there was
Look at-
book
dude, look at this.
burnings and all that kind of crazy stuff.
An 8.5 sold for $3,200.
Yeah.
That's
Worth it.
amazing.
Worth it.
Because back then they weren't collectors. They were like, they would read it, they throw it in there, like you said, they would fold it up, put it in their back pocket.
There was a war, and there was always like paper drives and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was, they would hide it from their parents. So, who knows what condition they would be in, or maybe the parents found it and like crumpled it up and they threw it in the garbage can. The kid,
Reading
took
it
out
under your blanket with a flashlight. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So it's good to see that. Oh, I had this book at one moment in time, but we don't talk about him. We don't talk about Bruno.
No, now it's gonna be stuck in my head.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Damn it, TiVo. Now everybody's gonna have that stuck in their head.
Walt Disney's Donald Duck. I always tell you, man, these 4-color books from Dell, 1947. First appearance of Uncle Scrooge.
What? Wow.
$325 for a raw, good copy,
Agreed.
meaning it's like, it's so weird.
Was
The
it
comic,
1.5 to 1.2? It says that's still for
Exactly.
the first appearance of Uncle Scrooge, like in any condition, like that's cool.
wow, 9.2 sold in 2019 for $8,400.
That's cheap.
I was listening to our buddies at the Comic-Con podcast with Nemesis Prime and Milton Manimal, and they were talking about how when are we going to change the verbiage of modern books, right? Because Silver
the
Age
sliding
is
time
set,
scale for it.
Bronze Age is set, Copper Age is set, and then you just have modern, and it just continues to be modern. I mean,
Wait, when does
like
modern
80
start though?
85, I think.
85.
well, there's two ways of thinking about it. Is first CGC's grading, right? How they say it, right? Anything is after there's grading scales, and they say after 1975 would be considered modern, but then they have different tiers for that as well. So it's really interesting on how they do that. But I think Overstreet, when they first, I think Overstreet was the one that kind of put the grading scale in place. That they we'll show our beautiful faces now, or at least one beautiful face.
Thank you.
That Overstreet kind of put this in place, and then they had these eras. But what's after modern? I mean, what can you say? Future books?
Postmodern.
I would say
Future.
present, but then in 20
Modern
years,
should be like it should be not like it should be like I would consider modern to be like maybe like a 10-year like window to be modern.
So we're already past it then?
Well, I would think if someone goes, oh, I got a modern book, it would be between 2012 and 2022 or whatever. I think it should be like a 10-year thing for modern before it turns into like something else, maybe. Because modern to be 1985 up until it's like almost 40 years.
yeah. I mean, to me, the modern, that's not modern. I mean,
No.
geez. I mean,
And then everybody wants to come up with like, oh, Copper Age, or they get like the Dark Age, or like Chromium Age, and things like that. But there should be some kind
There's
of community
actually
consensus for what's
I
what.
don't know, Gabe. Help me out here. There was something actually that predates Golden Age. I forgot what
Platinum
it was.
and then Victorian Age.
Yeah. Wow. See, You learn
Victorian.
something everything every day. So we're talking about like comics, like in the
I'm talking
I
about
don't
like
know.
Yellow Kid stuff, like original comic book era stuff.
yeah.
Milestone says the shiny 90s.
The shiny 90s. That's the best.
That's cute.
Glow in the dark 90s.
All right, boys and girls. We are gonna do a giveaway now
Yeah, giveaway time.
for the viewers in the live chat.
Oh,
First
sweet.
of all, you're gonna get somebody in the live chat is going to get a copy of this 8 Billion Genies, which drops Friday, by the way, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Use discount code of LOTLB to get 15% off this book if you can, so make sure. But we're going to give you guys some times to put in the proper hashtag, right? So,
which is hashtag Bird City. There you go, guys. Start typing that in, because I'm telling you, we kept this at 500 print run. We had people wanting us to increase it, but we like to keep our print runs low.
And that's what makes it more valuable, the lower the print run. That's what I'm saying. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to play some music. We're going to play some Vinjay. And so it gives you about 2 or 3 minutes to put in your entries, and then we're gonna randomize a winner. So put in your hashtags.
Know that I'm running the game, yeah. Purple is all in my veins, yeah. Copping a couple of chains, whoa. Throw it, I'm making it rain. Yo, how come everybody in the game wanna rap like you with the plate out low? I've been in the back, killing every damn track, and the rhymes all whack. How the fuck y'all blow? Well, this shit is all that I know. Rapping about bitches and clothes, yeah. Getting unlimited hoes, whoa. All of my diamonds are froze. Now you rap with venom and then you pack the rhythm, and every track will hit him and you blow. But you whack a little bit, don't stack the syllables. You have to hit him with new flows. Like, nah, homie, I'm in it for cash. Just wanna get me a bag, yeah. Tell him I whip in the jag, and I be popping in packs. Like, nah, everybody rap like that. Everybody wanna make a track like that. Everybody else in the game saying the goddamn same, and you all kill a rap like that. Like, where the wordplay and the metaphors at? What y'all make, I can never call rap. Big L, big pun, I'ma get them all back. And you mumbling motherfuckers, the better fall back. Nah, homie, it's not gonna change. Clearly we running the game. Talk about women and change. Dropping this shit that be numbing your brain. It's fucking insane. And they love it, we ain't gotta rap in nothing. Long as 808s are bumping, it's end of fucking discussion. Yeah, maybe right now, but it's not gonna last. Y'all better make room for the prophets of rap. When they hear real shit, no copying that, and they all gon' see y'all rhyming is whack. Y'all snakes, I'm chopping the grass, gon' hit them with a bang, no stopping the crash. Y'all wanna make bets, I'm dropping the cash. I'm not gonna let y'all kill hip-hop in his tracks. But we ain't even kill it, it's evolved. Fuck the ones who came before us, I'ma show them how to ball. It's not evolution, y'all better cool it. Fuck mumble rap, we need a better movement. More real shit and way less pollution. Stop making music, that's the best solution. Y'all think you dope, but that's just delusion. Say you will, but y'all don't ever prove it. I'm the leader of the fucking revolution. Gon' get prepared for y'all execution. Everybody wanna talk about the money and the women that they be getting, but wanna kill them when they rap. Everybody wanna be the Mac of the game, but you rapping the same, and I put them on the back. Everybody wanna be the best, I wanna find the best rap. Follow me, I put them on the map. If you really wanna be the best in the game, stop rapping like everyone else on the track. Homie, that's all that they want. Loving the money I flaunt, yeah. Keeping it short, don't gotta give it a thought. Only the shit that I bought. Fuck that, you gotta stay different. Y'all think it's hot, but y'all straight tripping. I'm off the chain of my blade spinning. Y'all in the club with my paint dripping. I'm a fucking artist who's done with all this straight whack shit, so I'm busting honest. Y'all leaned out, but y'all suck regardless. I'ma run up on them, feeling fucking lawless. Better tuck your chain and fucking run your wallets. You are now looking at the youngest prophet who be killing rappers. Got no other option, yeah, they got green, but I'm a fucking goblin. Killing whatever your man felt, sensei with the rhymes, so give me the black belt. Got flame in the vibes, I'm making a track melt. Going all in, dog, whatever the hand out. Like Hogo, tell a bitch I flow so venomous. I bomb, hit him with the stone cold evidence. I flow so relevant, to show no benefit. A low blow, bring him with a po-po, never been. Mumble rapper, shut your fucking mouth. Fall back, don't make another sound. Telling me to fucking dumb it down, but I'ma buck them all. I got 100 rounds, like bleh. Fuck it, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I miss the days when MCs would kill it and blaze a track. When flows were different and everybody would state some facts. And I ain't saying I'm the best, just trying to save rap.
All right, here's the moment of truth. So there's only 2 rules to enter. You need to be subbed to Lords of Longbox, and you need to sign up for Bird City Comics. It's really easy. Just go to Bird City Comics, sign up for their account. It's free, and you'll get a copy. So we're gonna pull the randomizer. So good luck to everybody.
I'm nervous.
Does it tell you how many people entered?
Let's see here. Giveaway tool.
Meso, the artist, is Trish Forstner. She did our 8 Billion Genies #1. She also did some of our Stray Dogs work. She's the co-creator of Stray Dogs, actually. Give her a follow on if you're not already.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So here's the giveaway tool. A hashtag. It's from our this live chat here. I know it's kind of small, but when the tool runs, you'll see you'll see your name. So good
Wait,
luck to
press start collecting comments.
say again.
Press the start collecting comments button right there, the blue one.
Yeah.
See, that needed to be done. Okay, no, you're right. You're good. I thought it had to be done first, but you're fine. Okay.
Only 37 entries though. That's weird.
Everybody do it again real quick.
Just in case.
Don't move from here, Tim. Like, don't go back or anything. I think it restarts if you go back. So chill here and then.
Yeah, because there's way more than
37 people watching this are all watching football.
Well, now we went up to 38.
Well, typically it starts like gathering them right after you make the screen we were just on. So I don't know if it had to move on to this.
42.
Yeah. Here we go.
Just play another song, everybody.
46. I know, right?
Devon, just do Bird City exactly like you see it on the screen. No need for the comments the comics at the end.
Yeah, just Bird City. I don't think it's cap sensitive either, right?
No, as long as they have the spelling correct.
Yeah,
you're good.
hashtag Bird City. So up to 50 now. Come on, that's a hot bird. We'll give you a countdown here. Let's see. We'll do the kind of 30-second countdown before we do it. Okay. Okay, we're up to 53, so make sure you have to be subscribed to Lords of Longbox, and you have to sign up for an account. So if you win, to get it, you need to sign up for an account. Is that fair, Laura?
That's totally fair, and we appreciate it, you guys. Like we don't bug. If you sign up for the emails, we only drop those whenever we release something. Same with the text line. Be aware though, with the text line, if you sub to that, if you respond, it goes directly to either mine, Ant's, or two of our managers' phones directly. So it's a direct line with us. So don't write anything dirty.
Well, now you just opened the floodgates.
Yeah. 56 entries, and once again, the winner will receive this awesome book that drops Friday. And if you don't win, just tune in on. It drops Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on birdcitycomics.com. If you can't get it, limited to 500. And if you've seen the top 10 lists or any other shows, these 8 Billion Genies, Trish Forstner books have been just fire. I seen a raw one sell for 300 before. And this one's cool. It comes with the I guess the slip case that your old Nintendo cartridges come with. It's really cool. So there we go. So we're up to 55. Shall we draw?
Let's
do it.
All right, let's
do it. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. May the force be with you.
I don't know why I get so nervous during these. I get so nervous. Whoever wins, though, please direct message Anthony at Bird City Comics. That way we can get your information on file. And there we go. Maraxis of Vlad. Am I saying that right? Or Vlad?
Maraxis of Vlad. Maraxis of Vlad. So message Bird City Comics on Instagram. Just send him a DM, Bird City Comics on Instagram.
There he is still in the chat too.
Yay,
there you
congrats.
go. Oh wow, is he? Congratulations, brother.
Very
All
cool.
right. This is we're gonna try to do this every Friday, so every Thursday. So tune in because whenever Bird City does a drop on Friday, we're gonna try to do this same type of giveaway to thank you, our viewers, as well as to thank the supporters of Bird City Comics. So
Hell
there
yeah.
you go, man. So congratulations. And yeah, man, that was a great show. Even though my new Invisalign had me with a speech impediment, but what are you gonna do?
You
man?
did awesome. You sounded great.
Nobody would have
Yeah.
noticed if you didn't say anything, I think.
Yeah. So congratulations once again. Message Bird City Comics on Instagram. And they will send it out whenever it drops. When are they shipping, Laura?
These come out, they're in stores November 30th. But guys, just so you know, when we receive a shipment in, we have to sort through all the damages. We have to bag and board. We have to add the slipcases.
I
So
don't
give
miss
it.
that at all.
Well, people are like, it came out today. Am I getting mine today? It's like, no. We have to sort through
Yeah.
all of them. So give it 7 to 10 business days after it's in store. So I would
Picking
say
out the best
first
copies
week
for
of
everybody.
December.
Exactly.
we-
Yeah. Just the mint of the mint. All right. Any last words, Miss Lady of the Long Box?
Tune in tomorrow for Nearing Nerdvana. We go live at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. The girls and I have a really cool show and a special guest. So come and check that out. And please set your alarms if you didn't win tonight's giveaway and you are interested. We have a text line like we mentioned, or set your alarm. I would try to be on the site and logged into your account if you have one at least 5 minutes early. That's my advice. And thank you
Gabe,
guys.
All right. Thank you. Gabe, last words?
Everybody, thanks for coming by and watching. Shout out to Bird City for that cool giveaway. And if you want, follow me on YouTube, Omni Bros Live. It's your
Great
one-stop spot for all omnibuses, graphic novels, collected edition, comic books. That's what we're all about. So check us out there on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And thanks for hanging out.
There. So make sure you guys are subbed up to the Lords, because we will check. And then sign up for a Bird City account, and you get that awesome 8 Billion Genies book. So wow, great fun for everybody, right? You learn something, you get something for free, and you get to see us. Well, at least Laura. All right, peace out, boys and girls. Until next time, we'll see you Tuesday for the CovrPrice Top 10. If you're catching us on Rewind, you can catch us also on podcasts, or just say, Alexa, play Lords of the Long Box podcast on Spotify.
And now everybody's Alexa.
Mine didn't catch it. I thought mine would. It's like right here and it didn't catch it.
Let's try it again. Alexa, play Lords of the Long Box podcast on Spotify, because you have to have Spotify connected.
Lord of the Lost and similar artists on Amazon Music.
God,
Lords of the
geez.
Lost.
Welcome to Land of the Lost.
That's what we got.
Very tranquil, actually. That's very cool. All right, boys and girls, we kept you captive long enough, man. Until next time, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
Shake and make it, pull it back.
Oh my god.
I want to get some, boys.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's three greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard. Laugh it up, fuzz, buzz, buzz, buzz.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake and make it, pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
I want to get some, boys.
Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
What's in the box?